Jason.
And I'm Tommy.
And we are the Atlanta Tableaux. And so we're going to start off this wonderful show with a wonderful drink. It is in honor of Cinco de Mayo. It is a Cinco de Mayo celebration. And we love it. And so we have 3 layers here. We have a green layer, a white layer that is assimilated into the red. And it's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's flavorful. Enjoy. The recipe is a little long this week, so we're going to put it down in the comments so that you can get that.
But it's well worth it, trust me.
Oh, it's delicious. Muy delicioso.
So Jason and Sherelle, what has been going on this week?
Oh my god, I've had like so much work, crazy bitches, and eating. Oh my god, I went to this place called Bar Taco. Y'all need to go. It's so good. You know, it's like over there where they're trying to make the strip of Atlanta. You know,
Yeah, the Buckhead area.
Yes,
Oh, nice.
Yes, it was really nice. The staff is amazing. The food is so good.
Yeah.
Y'all, like anywhere. But
Well, I went on a magical date this weekend, and I finally got to get on the Skyview, the Ferris wheel. I haven't done that yet. It was really great. It's well worth the trip. The line was a little long, but it was a gorgeous day, so it makes sense. But we had a great time in Centennial Park. We didn't do the aquarium or the work coat, but we had a good time. That's what I did.
I've been to both of those. Not the Skyview yet, but I want to take the streetcar. You know, it's still free right now.
All year.
You haven't taken it?
I haven't taken
You live in that area.
I know, but like every time I come out, I'm literally going to goddamn joystick, so I'm walking. Like it's no
Wait,
reason
that's
for
a
me
walking
to, yeah,
area.
like it's no reason for me to get on it. But when I am going to get on
We
it,
should try it all together.
Okay.
Well, speaking of restaurants, I went to the Shake Shack, right next to where you went, actually, and it's really good. They're slightly overpriced burgers, but they are
they
really delicious.
better than Grindhouse?
I've never been there, so
Okay,
I don't know.
Five Guys?
Yes, better than Five Guys, definitely. It's not as greasy. You know, it's more like almost like blank Angus meat and whatnot.
Right.
And another thing that happened to me is the rich bitch herself sat next to me while I'm at work. I'm just looking over like,
Who is the rich bitch for the people that don't know?
you know, Miss Nene Licks herself, honey.
Miss
Yes.
Victim, yes.
Oh.
Okay, honey. I said it.
Well, you know, the recap of the show was quite interesting.
I
Yes,
have
to
watched
say
it,
the
and I
least.
got
To say the
see it.
least.
The second part, y'all. Don't tell me.
All right, guys, and that brings us right into our Have a Seat of the week. And Have a Seat is where we just tell people to literally have a seat. And when we mean it, we say have a seat on the floor, okay? I don't give you the privilege of a chair. Especially not to Stacey Dash, who should very well sit in the unemployment line for her comments this week.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much.
Don't you talk about my wife like that, okay? Stacey, I love you. I don't care what anyone else says. I love you.
Well, Stacey
Oh my God.
is delusional. She's privileged and thinks that she isn't. Think that she has done all these wonderful, magical things all on her own. Not forgetting that she's a female, that she's black. She ain't pole. She ain't ugly. But she is delusional. Like
Yeah.
Stacey, there's a stadium, honey. Pick a seat.
And I know personally you have like a physical
fetish.
infatuation with her.
Oh, have you seen her?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
Oh
gonna
my
lie.
God,
I'm not gonna lie. So if you feel Sherelle, or if you feel me, or if you feel delusional Stacey Dash with her pretty eyes, comment on Facebook. We'll have it up for you.
.com.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Sorry, I was still thinking about Stacey.
You getting hot and
Get some of that frozen drink right
All
there.
right, okay. So
What's your word?
my have a seat is gonna be Black China. I mean, honey, why are you even acknowledging Kylie Jenner's existence? Like, let's be clear, she's 17. She's clearly dumb, and I just don't. You already got a baby with him. Why the back and forth? If you gonna beat her ass, you could do it. But then what? What are you gonna do after that? You know she gonna sue you. So like, come on now.
She still has baby mama drama all over, and I feel like she's old enough to get over it.
Exactly.
You're competing with a teenager.
Why? Like, why? She shouldn't even be alive to you. I wouldn't even acknowledge her existence, honey. I wouldn't. But just saying.
I mean, all this back and forward. Back and forward. back and forward that they got going on. Black China, please, sat down.
Yes.
To quote Medea, just sat down.
Sat down.
So my have a seat moment for this week is for all the Bruce Jenner haters. And it just seems like there's an army of haters.
Yes.
Keep it there. There's an army of haters. There is Wendy Williams with her, before the interview even came on, she was dogging it, saying that it was a publicity stunt and she didn't want to see it, and the only reason why she was going to watch it because she had to, and Wendy, if anybody that she can relate to Bruce Jenner and his transformation is you, girl. So,
to second one, you right.
Yes.
I saw a great documentary like a week before it came out, and it was about Renee, the tennis player, back in the yeah, and it was a while ago, but she actually transitioned in her late 20s, 30s, and then started becoming a famous tennis celebrity, and it was so much controversy, especially back then.
She played as
and
the
she played, and they wouldn't let her play in the Women's Open and things of that nature, which she let in. But there was a lot of stereotype, and actually, me seeing that before I saw the interview gave me better perspective because I wasn't on Wendy Williams' side, but I still wasn't understanding.
Listen, that Wendy, we know what you look like, so stop it. You should be not in the hater group. You should be sympathetic.
Sip on that.
Sympathetic. And so in that group, we also have Eric Sermons, who is half of the old hip hop group, EPMD. And he came out and said, the Bruce Jenners of the world, there's no place for them in hip hop. And the thing about it is so funny because hip hop was a rebellion. It was trying to find a place for people that didn't have a voice. And so now you're saying that hip hop has no place for a person that's a little different.
Yes.
Eric sat down and lose some weight.
Ooh.
And also in that group is going to be Chris Humphries and anybody else. Chris, with your irrelevant ass, why are you even tweeting, texting, phoning, dialing, thinking about anything that's...
I didn't know he could think.
Girl. So that's going to be my have a seat moment. All the Bruce Jenner haters.
Yes, have a seat in the stadium where he used to play.
In that order. So our next segment is Urban Words. So every week we're going to pick a word that speaks to us from the Urban Dictionary. And this week, my urban word is conversation walling. It's when you're trying to have a conversation with a guy or a girl that you recently met either online, via text message, or in person. And he or she responds to any of your questions with blank stares, one-letter text messages using the words, oh, cool, until you have to change the subject. It is nothing more irritating than to start up a conversation with someone that can't hold a conversation. So you're like, how you doing? Fine. What are you up to? Chilling. What you doing? Okay. That conversation wallet, boo, if you don't want to talk to me, go ahead and free yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Fantasia said. Tasia said it best. So that conversation wallet, I'm not with it. It's just late for grown people not to be able to communicate using real words.
I think it's gotten worse with
social media.
Yes.
You know, I mean, like, sometimes they don't even send you the respect of a word. They'll just send you, like, a little emoticon, and they're like, a little smiley face. I'm like, I don't even know what you mean. Girl.
Yeah,
I just want to tell these people to have a seat, too. Add that on to it, you know?
I understand.
And my word of the week is a lack of ass. And pretty much like it says, it is for people who are very limited in the posterior side, or one who cannot fill out a pair of jeans, which with these double zeros that we have is very sad.
Forget y'all. Don't be a hater because y'all are fat. That's what that word is for. People who are fat. Y'all made that up. Y'all are haters.
Well, I'm clearly not fat, girl.
Let me tell you something. Ain't no hater race, I don't know how to race in this dancing real face. Now, there's a lot of people walking around thinking they got ass, and then they pooch up inside the mirror like this, and then you see them, you're like, boy, you lock ass.
I feel like I got a new marketing campaign for those blow-up booties.
Yeah.
Lack ass.
I hate y'all.
That's what they should call it.
.com. What's your
No,
word?
my word is called Chipotle, child. And this is what happens when you go to Chipotle and you come home and have to take a massive shit. And I just found that whole definition extremely hilarious. Like, I'm just like, dude, I don't go to Chipotle that often, but as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, I think the bubble guts has hit me a few times after going.
I think this is a fitting word for the Cinco de Mayo because it's
by yesterday's lunch will probably be coming back tonight to haunt you.
That's so disgusting. You know.
But you can take it to your phone. We're on YouTube. Get the YouTube app. And while you're on the toilet, watch us.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're going to be on there long enough to watch it.
Listen. I cannot with the two of y'all. Okay. So, what our next topic is going to be the Tableaux flicks, and this is just where we put in either music videos, clips of anything relevant to us that we thought was just awesome. And I have to shout out to baby mama number 2, Saza. Like, oh my gosh, she is just everything to me. Like, y'all do not understand. If you watch the video, you will know why. Like, she's just everything.
I've seen it. As a hairdresser, I love her hair.
Right?
Because I always tell people, be what you're born with. You know what I mean? Stop doing the perms. It hurts your hair. And those curls she has, oh my gosh. You know she takes well care of her hair too.
This time, I don't know what video you're looking at. That is not all I have. That's
well, not all of it.
That's yucky.
But I've seen other pictures of her.
Tacky.
I've seen other pictures of her. She's a very good natural girl.
No, so racky.
That's mostly her
That is not her hair. What she did, as quiet as it's kept. What she did, she went to Shaka Khan. She said, "Girl, you got any of those?"
It is not Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. She said, "You have any of those old
Shaka Khan has a curly halo around her head."
And if you wait 30, 40 years and then you put it on, you have this SZA. Girl,
listen.
Girl, what is that?
Not
I can't.
Saza. And it is not. It's not Shaka Khan. Y'all know you're talking about my
I can't. Anyway, let me cut you off.
Yes.
We'll talk about our favorite girl that really can't sing. But I love this video, and I'm just so happy she switched up for us and giving us something just other than a club song.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
And it speaks to me from being out of the country and seeing some of the imagery and things of that nature. And it's Rihanna, American Oxygen. I really feel like you should definitely take a view. And let me know what you think on Facebook or any other social media output.
Well, I'm just gonna say this.
Are you I'm gonna just cut you first anyway. I am so annoyed that she did this song. Like, I mean, she's not American. It just bothers me a lot that they couldn't get someone.
That's what I take the pride of.
No, she's not American. She is not what they would consider the American girl. She's a slut. Let's keep it real. I don't want her representing us American girls. I don't like it. No offense to Rihanna, no offense to her, but that's your image, and I just don't feel like that was fair. They could have got somebody who could actually sing also to do the song. That's just my opinion.
I'm joking.
To piggyback on Tommy, because I didn't think about this when I watched the video, I can see the idea that American Oxygen is so wonderful that people of other nationalities or countries want to breathe this magical and wonderful oxygen.
Yes.
So I get that. This is my problem with the with this. I think the video is amazing. The imagery is amazing. The song does not match the video, in my opinion. I think there's no conflict in the song, and the video is full of conflict. So that's the only problem I have with it. Rihanna, actually, she looks kind of pretty. She decided to cover up that that mountain, and it just she looked wonderful. Yes. The video, the imagery of the video is amazing. The song
the video was
lacks
definitely amazing
to match the video.
The video was nice, yes.
So my Tableau flick, in light of everything that's going on in America, Baltimore was on fire, Ferguson is still burning, and everything is going on. I had to take it back.
Okay.
I don't pick a music video, but this week I'm picking one. And I had to go back to real music.
Oh.
Right?
So Michael Jackson.
Give me that knife, because I'm going to have to cut him.
Shade.
They don't really care about us. And so Michael dug deep.
Yes.
And he said, skinhead, deadhead, everybody going back, trepidation, speculation, Everybody allegation in the suit on the news. Everybody dog food.
Quote.
Blackmail. Throw your brother in jail. That's what they do. All I want to say is they don't really care about us.
That's true.
I'm here to remind you.
Please.
That's gonna be my tableau flick.
Ever defame everything singing his song again. Go ahead though.
Okay.
Pick your
Well, I like both versions of the video. I like the first one personally better than the second
The
one.
prison version.
I
the
do
prison
like the
version.
prison version.
The thing is, the video is not as touching as the one in Brazil because
Okay.
I feel like he spoke to that specific genre, but he also spoke with the prison version to that genre. So I like that there's two versions. You kind of pick which one you like. I just like the original song of the prison version better, in my opinion.
I actually like the real one better because actually if you see the making of the video that he was actually amongst the people and he didn't have any security. The people respected him because he's wonderful. I love you, Mike.
Lord, gone too soon.
Gone too soon.
It's gonna be alright.
So I'm gonna breathe so I can do this next segment. So our next segment is our Kiwi letter. And so our Kiwi letter is a spin, again, on an advice column. So you guys write us in and the letters are pouring in and we appreciate it. And we read a letter and then give you the tableau spin. So this letter is kind of a little deeper. It reaches deep. So here it goes.
Very deep.
I don't know. We gotta see because he has a problem with reaching. But let's go. Right here. It says, "Dear Atlanta Tableau, I'm a homosexual male without much sexual experience. I've been seeing a new guy recently and things have gotten sexual. We have good chemistry in and out of the bed. We are comfortable with each other and attracted to each other's bodies.
That's a good thing.
But I've encountered a problem. When I try to penetrate him using a condom, I can't maintain an erection. Without a condom, baby ain't got no problem. There's no problems, but condomless sex is not a good or safe option. What should I do?" It gets real tricky in this area.
Have they got, and if they're getting sexual, they must know each other's statuses. Do they know each other's statuses?
See, that was my start on the letter. If you're with somebody for a significant amount of time and you're not at first encounter going to bed, mind you, it doesn't happen that often, but like let's say you gave it some time and y'all talk, y'all haven't had sex yet, and y'all actually get to the point where you should discuss statuses, go get tested together to make it feel better, whatever the case might be, then I feel like the options should be worked into, you know what I mean? If you're both safe and y'all both feel safe doing it raw, if you know everything, go ahead, but you gotta have that trust.
Yeah, I agree.
I do not agree. He said the third word, he said homosexual male. And I feel that because he's dated another homosexual male, if he was dating a straight man, then maybe. But since he's dating a homosexual man, this whole idea that this person is being faithful to you 100% is 100% lie. So wrap it up, keep it safe. So we got to get to the root.
Yeah.
The root of the problem of why he can't maintain an erection using a condom.
Okay.
So I have a few
I
suggestions for
think
him.
his boyfriend is a slut. That's what I'm thinking. But that might just be me. I mean, maybe his butt is too
We don't even know if he's a boyfriend.
or whatever.
So-
I'm just saying, some fields have been plowed so many times you can no longer enjoy it.
What's it?
And
I live. I don't think this has.
Maybe he's-
I don't think this necessarily has an issue with the being penetrated.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's a reaction to the condom itself potentially, but I think there are a few things that he could do.
Yes. Give it to me, Jason. What could he do?
No, no, super. The first thing is potentially you guys are not doing enough foreplay. So I think sometimes if you get, a lot of times people want to get to the main attraction,
Yeah.
to the main event, to the entree. And you should get to the courses first before you get to the entree.
Yes.
So sometimes if you rush and there's no foreplay, then your body didn't get enough time to get what it needed to get up.
Yeah.
So more foreplay could be an option.
Yes.
Another issue with men when it comes to maintaining our erection is oftentimes we masturbate too much. And so masturbating too much can train your dick to ejaculate quickly. So if you masturbate frequently, you can be training. It can be kind of productive to maintain an erection for a significant amount of time.
I'm concerned for y'all. Like, this is so sad.
I mean, it's troubling. So the other thing is, so you may want to cut down on the frequency of your masturbating because it could be counterproductive to what you're trying to do. Another thing is, when you masturbate, try masturbating with a condom on. Maybe you haven't gotten used. If you have this issue, try masturbating with a condom on, because masturbating with a condom on, that will help you keep an erection.
Correct.
And so you'll get to learn how to keep that going with the condom on. Another thing is there may be some anxiety or some psychological issues going on. So if this is happening all the time, when it's time to perform, you have a built-up anxiety that you may not even realize.
Yes.
So you may just have a performance anxiety because of past instances. So try to get that in check. Relate, relax, release. Hopefully, if you can keep it up. And keep the anxiety down to a minimum. And then finally, if you do all these things and you still can't get them going, it may be a medical issue. It could be a low testosterone or some erectile dysfunction issue. But the good news is there's medicine for that. You can actually
go
take
to a urologist,
and you can get some testosterone, or you can pop that Viagra or that Cialis.
Every gas station on a corner, right? Or you can come to me and get fitted for a condom, because I do know people wear the wrong condoms. Just because they're free does not mean they fit.
Wait, so you do fit?
Get the right one. I'm just saying, like, I will fit you for a condom. You can come inbox me, and I will fit you for the exact right size with the exact right brand. If we have to go through several of them, I got you.
Email him.
Don't inbox me if you're
Don't
ugly.
do that.
Don't inbox me.
But you bring up a great point, though. A lot of times in these areas, people don't realize it. If the condom doesn't fit right,
if it's too tight,
it will have an adverse reaction. So you're absolutely right. Potentially, you need a better condom or a bigger
get
condom.
fitting by Tommy.
Yeah.
I go with that
I
one.
think Tommy needs
Go
to
with
get
that.
laid.
That's
That's
what it
like.
sounds
I'm
like.
just saying.
Oh, I didn't say anything about. Okay.
So that's going to be our question for you. I want you to be safe, though.
Yes, please.
Because we talked about knowing each other's status, and potentially you're going to be in the clinic because you trusted the person you liked. Girl, don't do it.
Trust the doctor.
All right, Peaches, it's time for our Atlanta Tableau game. And in honor of Cinco de Mayo, our game is Cinco Preguntas. And it's a really great game that you guys can play at home. It's a questions game. Preguntas is questions. So we've taken a deck of cards and we've divided them amongst the three of us. And each of us are going to pull a card. Whoever has the highest card is going to ask the person with the lowest card a question. You can make the questions as risque as you want to. So let's get started. Let's show our cards. Wow. All right, Miss Tommy, you're up.
Yes.
Damn it.
Wow. Where's the basket?
And the question.
Check it.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
I'm so ready.
All right, Sherelle. What would you do if your partner cheated on you?
Oh my God. Okay. So actually, one time I just smacked the shit out of her. I woke her ass up in the middle of the night. Who the fuck is this bitch? And
She was in the room?
oh yeah, I woke her ass right up out her sleep, smacked the shit out of her. Who the fuck is this? And I got my answer. Now, since we've been together so long, I will fuck that bitch up in front of you so you know what's about to happen to you next.
Oh, so you still with her?
Oh yeah, still with her.
Okay.
Still with her.
That was a follow-up.
Follow up. So if
Yes.
you're watching, boo,
Yes.
reiterating.
All right, let's go. Second card. Up. I have a jack.
Alright, 6. What? I keep
Girl, Miss
losing.
Tommy.
God
That's
damn it. What is this?
All right.
Checked it. All right. Sherelle, Your pregunta is, would you ever make a sex tape?
Already did. So, yeah.
All right then.
All right, next pregunta. I have a king.
I
I have 5.
All right, I'm asking both of you bitches the question. Or you both have to answer the question.
Okay.
Here we go. And the pregunta says, what is the dirtiest text message you've ever received?
Oh,
Give it to me, down and dirty.
Do you want to start or you want me
Dirty.
to start?
you can go first.
Rowdy.
Well, I think the dirtiest text message I've ever received, and it wasn't just a text message, it was like 4 in a row. And it was pictures. It wasn't like this was years ago when you weren't sending videos.
Right.
So it was like a progressional pictures
Oh,
of what
wow.
was gonna
Of
what-
an
What's
eruption.
going on?
pretty much something like that. Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
What's yours?
I think I know who sent it to. Nancy or
Don't call out names. Mine is actually gonna be a video. I got a video of a squirting once. That was pretty interesting.
it was a kitty cat squirt.
It was a vagina squirting. They
What
do
is that?
that. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
They do that.
All right, squirt, squirt. All right, next card. I have a 3, which means I'm gonna actually.
And I got 5.
What do you have? All right, bitch.
Right.
Bring the question on her. Bring the pain.
Let's see. The pregunta for Jason is: do flamboyant gays give you normal, straight acting dudes a bad rep?
Well, see, it's such a difficult question. I think the heterosexual world thinks that those are our spokespersons, and
Yes.
that all of us are like that. So when they think of gay, they think of a super flamboyant gay guy, and the majority of us really are not like that. So I don't know if they give us a bad name. They misrepresent the whole tribe.
It's a small not a small percentage.
No, it's
but-
a lot of them, but it's not every gay is not like that.
I don't think that it is the gay's fault though, because look at what they show in the media. They only
That's
show
what they
you
want to see.
That's
either
what they
the
want to
super feminine guy or the dumbass brute guy. Like,
Right.
you don't
Correct.
get
Mhm.
a normal,
Regular
everyday
me
man.
type of guy.
Yeah.
What options do they have?
All right, so we're down to our
Last question.
last question. Here we go.
Sherelle, may the chances be with you.
Oh, Lord. Let's see. 8.
All right, Sherelle, it's on you, boo. So what you doing?
Like, I can't get a break.
Sherelle is in the hot seat. And the last
Obviously.
pregunta is, have you ever been to a sex party, a bathhouse, or participated in a 3 or more way? Dirty.
Okay. 3-way? Yes. Bathhouse? No. What was the other one?
Sex party.
Sex party? I have been invited, but they was not cute. Otherwise, I would have went. Y'all. Next. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
So that's wonderful. That concludes our game. You can do variations of that game. It could be a drinking game, or
definitely be a drinking game.
Hopefully, one person doesn't get all the damn questions when y'all play.
yeah, that kind of.
I feel shade. Alright, so we're going to get right into our word on the street. And of course, I think we mentioned it a little bit earlier in the show. Mine is going to be the Baltimore riots. Like, everyone has been talking about, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I'm not going to go all the way into it. But what I will say is, although the violence is never something I would like to condone, all I can say is you can only beat someone so many times before they hit you back.
Yeah, true.
And I just feel like it's not the best reaction, but that's just what happens to tired people.
Yes.
My other thing I would like to say is stop fucking up your own shit. Go to their area and burn down their shit. That is really bothering me. I'm sorry. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, on that note, I mean, I totally am so happy not happy that people are rioting, but I think they're making something that has been negative for so long and speaking up about it. You know what I mean? It's been since the 60s since we've had, I believe, this many riots. We've had some in between, but they never sparked a movement. And I think finally now we've gotten to a point where people, and especially white people, and I'll speak for it, have started to be like, okay, this shit is real. Like, I'm not just a delusional person that's been trained over time. And I think our generation is getting better as well. I think it's been bad.
Go ahead.
This is how I feel about the riots. I believe that if people were as outraged that people were burning and looting and all the things that you hear during the media during the riots, if we were just as outraged that the police are Gestapos and they are trampling on our civil rights, that they are targeting African American men, if we were just as outraged about that. So my word on the street is about our favorite show coming back. After a disastrous second season of Married to Medicine, the women are coming galloping in with a third season.
Ready.
But are your cups empty? The tea and the word on the street is that Miss Mariah has been demoted.
What?
To a friend of the show.
She a Portia?
She is the new Portia. There's a new Portia on the street. Her name is Mariah. She lives on a lake. And executive producer of nothing. So
she probably buys Portia's weaves.
Oh my god.
She do. Did she have that Simba hair?
That's Simba.
And so we're looking forward to this third season. Miss Quad apparently is going to be Queen Bee.
Yes.
And yes, Miss Quad. Yes. So Miss Quad, come on the show. We're looking for you.
Hear ye, to all of those in the great land of Britain, the Great Britain, under the Royal Highness of Elizabeth.
Yes.
As I cannot speak in my British accent, we have welcomed a new addition to the royal family, and her name shall be Charlotte Elizabeth Diane.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
I don't really like her first name, but I'm so happy they are honoring all the women in the family. The sister of Kate's, the queen, of course, and the late great Miss Diana herself.
That's wonderful. She is now Her Royal Highness Princess Charlotte of Cambridge. Yes, God, baby. And they got money, so her teeth can be right. I say go with it. Go with it.
That is so cute, but why do we care? We are American.
We don't have a royal family.
Them for a reason.
We don't have a royal family.
Listen.
We don't have a royal family.
We are clearly obsessed with them, but we don't want to be part of
Well, we have our own royal family, the Kardashians. But which one would you rather talk about? Who would you rather talk about?
Blasphemy!
Oh my God.
Girl, that is not our royal family.
Jesus
And if it is, they need to be guillotined. All of them.
Yeah,
the revolution is real.
It needs to be televised.
Yes. Oh my God. I wonder if any of them, like, if their heads were chopped off, would like fake boobs come out? Would like fake hair come off? Like, that would be really interesting to see.
It would.
You know what Kanye's last words would be?
What?
Jesus walked.
In that order?
In that order.
In that order.
I got it.
But that about wraps up our show, Peaches. We want you guys, again, to Instagram us, Facebook us, tweet us, look at our funny Vine videos that are yet on the way.
Like, subscribe, please.
Right below.
Share on your Facebook page. We just want to boost up and get the word out on the street.
Correct.
.com.
So thank you so much for watching tonight, and a great day to you and the rest of the drunk week. Here from the
Atlanta
Tableaux. Bye.
Hi, Peaches. I'm Sherelle.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jason.
My teeth was not
Are you
ready.
ready? Are you ready, heavy?
Dirty Diana.
I said, hear ye, to all the folk in the great land of Britain.
That is the worst
Boom
accent
clock.
ever.
Ay, ay, ay.
Best man I ever known.